Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today, finally, announcement of 3.11. We are almost about to hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube League. Yeah, so we should be close to. GG yesterday posted that they are going to release the information at about 9 a.m. New Zealand time, which is, according to Google, about 23 o'clock my time, so 11 p.m. It's exactly 23 p.m., so if I refresh this now, it's probably going to be some kind of error 404 site not found, something like this. So I mean, we can test it. Let's go. Okay, we are. Hey, what is going on? Why do we have so much so good traffic here? Okay, so we have the 3.11 Harvest League. All right, this explains about the picture that they posted with this weird skeleton demons, whatever. So that could be cool. The first thing that I'm kind of mad is that it starts in 16 days. I mean, it's like, we did know, like, usually the league starts like 13th or something, right? Usually it was like 7th, and every time gets delayed, and because of Corona, lockdown, and whatnot, it's even more delayed, I guess so. So now we have the June 19th. So another 16, 17 days of hard inting in League of Legends. Yikes. All right, so anyways, I would say we're gonna start with the announcement video. So we're gonna take a look on what we are kind of going to get, hopefully, and then we're gonna go into more of the detail, going through all of that. And yeah, I'm like super hyped about new leagues. It's like, don't get me wrong, right? If I'm watching these new announcement trailers, something like that, don't forget one important thing here. I'm always hyped, okay? I love to play Path of Exile, but I'm more like, I just play what they give us, right? I'm not like too much into expecting like, oh, this would be cool, that would be cool, this would be great. Yeah, there would be a lot of good things that would be great, like buffing Spectre Shield Throw, for example, or bring back some dead skills, but maybe this time around, we're gonna get something promising, maybe new skills and stuff like that. We're gonna see. Let's start with the video. We go upvote. Not yet. First we have to check, right? All right, let's see. The Harvest League. Soul Harvest, hopefully some
this land is
chaos damage stuff.
Pain and darkness, it teems with life.
I mean, I kind of want to stop here just for a moment, because at least my expectation was hopefully not another Splinter League. I know Splinter Leagues are awesome. I know people, the community likes Splinter Leagues, but we had so many Splinter Leagues already, right? Like Legion, or now with the Delirium, basically, with all these Splinters, and many other leagues, Breach League, and so on. And I was hoping that we get something more experimental. I know experimental leagues can always be hard to pull off, you know, because it's something completely new. Either the community likes it, or they just don't, right? Synthesis, for example, Blind League, for example, you know? The leagues turned out pretty well in the end, but in the start there were like some rough points, but let's take a look. But I think this is going to be some experimental league, hopefully. At least it looks like some Blind.
With forethought, we may bend life.
Are you a gardener now?
To remake the world as we see fit. But beware, nature protects itself.
Wait, are these monsters already from Path of Exile 2? They look familiar. But what the hell are you doing here? So you're a gardener and you just... Okay. Alright. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, it's good. It's always good, you know?
You must harvest.
It's like everybody have their own garden? Something like that? They can make some ridiculous big gardens.
Seek out the seed cache in every area you explore. Take its seeds through Oshabi's portal to the Sacred Grove.
Alright.
Sow those seeds to grow dangerous and rewarding monsters.
Alright. And over time they grow?
When they are ready for harvest, slaughter them and extract their life force.
Okay. That arc looks new. Because it is arc.
Use this life force to easily craft powerful items.
Alright, just a crafting bench, something like that.
Store the leftover life force to fertilize higher tiers of seeds.
Ah, you can connect those to make them stronger. Okay.
Discover rare seeds that yield exotic crafting options or dangerous endgame bosses.
Hopefully.
In addition to many new items and skills, this expansion also contains major revamps to the passive skill tree, war cries, slam skills, brands, and over 50 unique items.
50 unique items? Wait, what?
The harvest begins on June 19.
I mean, to be honest, I do like what I see. It's just like, you know, I'm like the same gamer as you are, right? We're watching this and we have literally, we see everything, but we actually have literally no idea what this is all about, right? For me, it looks like you're kind of a gardener, right? You just do these things, you open them, you get a couple of seeds, and I guess the harder it gets in the content, like tier 16 or something, you get like more rare seeds. You go into this, I have hard finding some words here. Like you guys know what I mean, right? I'm not a native English speaker. You guys know that, okay? So let's say you go into your garden, right? You plant those seeds, and then you just harvest them and get stuff. And you can, like, I just don't know how do they grow. How long does it take? Is like a timer with Cassia where they are just like you plant those, you activate them, and it's like, okay, encounter starts in like 5 seconds. Or how does this things get that big? Is it like over time? Is there like one single garden basically? We just come back over and over again, just plant more and more seeds, and the more, like, every hour or something, they get upgraded, so the longer you wait with the harvesting, the harder the bosses get, or something like that. But it looks kind of interesting, so let's take a look on the, or at least what GG wrote down here. God, when I see this timer with 16 days, why can it not be, like, League starts tomorrow? Hey, I will be super down for that. Okay, Path of Exile, Harvest. Let me scroll down here a little bit, or at least increase the text size, because I'm old, okay? I have a hard time reading, or no, wait, let's just do different, right? It's not my eyes, it's just my monitors are so big, you know, and the font is so small, whatever. So, Path of Exile, Harvest. In Path of Exile, Harvest, Oshabi is cultivating the sacred grove, an ancient garden. Ha! Garden! I told you! It is actually a garden of mysterious powers. Plant seeds that grow into dangerous enemies and craft their life force onto your items. Our June expansion contains the Harvest Challenge League, a powerful new crafting options, 8 new skills. Yummy! 2 new support gems, revamps of 2-handed weapons. Oh yes, finally, because, you know, like, back in the days, like, everybody was like, good old Starforged 2-handed big weapons, you know, and nowadays it's just like dual wield crit savior and you're done, you know, you have enough DPS for everything. Warcry skills, brands, slams, and the passive skill tree itself. We've also introduced 12 new unique items and rebalanced over 15 existing ones. Alright, so, because rebalance doesn't always mean nerf, it also means buff bad things, okay? It is beautiful, yes. I believe in to be older than the Eternal Empire. Older than the Vaal, I am not so sure, but it does not look like their work. I like to believe it is a work of my ancestral Azmeri. I was once blessed with a deep connection to the land. It would speak to me and nourish me, but the connection was severed. And in turn, my tribe severed their connection to me. I was alone, lost. The land spoke no more until I found this place. Oshabi, 2020. God, what a quote, dude. I just read through that, but I've no idea what's going on. All right, let's take a look at the screenshots. Good. Plants. I mean, more specific, purple plants. Purple, blue plants. Okay, good, perfect. More yellow balls. There's probably blight seeds. How about blight seeds? What if all these seeds do actually have some items based on their color? Like, If you have blue seeds, blue flowers, you get like Delph items. Here you have Blight items, right? Then we have like purple. What is purple? It's like breach seeds, all right? Breach seeds. There we have like our Azeroth seeds. We have our Blight seeds. Everything is there, dude. Everything is there. I'm looking forward to just bring the biggest garden of them all, because I think at some point, I think you have one primary garden, and once you continue, you can just like place more and more and more and more, connect them, and then like plant more and make them stronger, and then just have a beautiful garden where you can just run through and have like big ass loot once you start killing stuff, right? Good, next one. Plant potent seeds. Seek out the seed cache in every area you explore. Take its seeds through Ushabi's portal to the Sacred Grove. Sow those seeds to grow dangerous and rewarding monsters. While most seeds grow easily, rarer, high-tier ones require more careful planning, but yield more valuable results. So we have like, what is this? A primal life force when harvested. This one is consumes 10 wild units for growth cycle. Okay. They have like primal, vivid, and wild. Wait, there is only 3 colors in total? I guess so. Because in all the screenshots that we saw and all these images, there's just a blue, purple, and gold. But yeah, questionable what these things can do. And there's also like, well, this is C tier 1, C tier 2, and C tier 3. Questionable if you like can combine them. I mean, stack size of 100. I guess they are like a currency-based item, I guess, so you cannot like craft them like cluster jewels or something. So you can like bring like full tier juiced or full high tier juiced kind of seeds, whatever. So extract the life force. When your monsters are ready for harvest, slaughter them and claim their life force. Every enemy you fight in the Sacred Grove is one of your intentionally planted. Customize your combat around your character's capabilities and what rewards you were seeking, or you are seeking. So, good, let me scroll that one over, let's close all of that. So, let me see, alright? Link here, I'm always looking at the screenshots, or at least like at the bottom side here, if I see some new icons, some potentially new skills. Like, oh, this is Sunder. This is like a curse, so there's nothing new. But I think like the monster models are a little bit reworked. It looks like, at least. Like this guy. I've seen them somewhere. Is it like from, probably from Path of Exile 2? Maybe some monster models or something already? Because as far as I remember, Chris Wilson stated at some point that there will be a lot of changes from Path of Exile 1 to Path of Exile 2. But he also said that until we hit Path of Exile 2, there will only be the new story mode and some linking item system rebalanced. But all the graphical updates and all that kind of stuff should be already in previous leaks before the 2.0 release. So that can actually be true, that these are actually the new models already. So, reap a bountiful harvest. Every monster you defeat in the grove grants you crafting options. Performing one of these powerful crafts consumes life force from the monsters you have harvested. In order to maximize your life force and hence crafting potential, you want to take one as many monsters as you dare handle. Give me all of it, dude. Do I look like I play hardcore? Sometimes. Harvest crafting provides powerful directed crafting to an extent that Path of Exile has never seen before. Alright. Tribute of the Goddess. What is that? Tribute? Like the offering? Does not consume sextant uses. Wait. What if you can like craft an offering of the goddess to tribute of the goddess and get like an extra loot out of it? Area contains 2 additional legions, a war horde, and legion has a general. Area contains 20 extra harbingers. Wasn't like 6 harbingers in one in a map like that, Beachhead? Oof. Alright, so what is this? 78% increased duration, 1- to this value when used. This value? Ah, so you start like 100% increased duration, and then every time you use it, so like after 5 maps, the mod is gone. Something like that. But yeah, I mean, 7.10 seconds is actually pretty sick for a silver flask. I mean, you just have to like go through that to see what is actually possible. It's just like, in addition to all of our crafting bench, like, Reforge is a rare item with new random modifiers, including a caster modifier. With new random modifiers, so you just like chaos spam them basically with more caster modifiers. Looks like a fossil craft, something like that. Augment's a rare item with a new physical modifier. So that has to be a magic item if you augment it. So you have to have like a blue one suffix item, for example, I guess. Wait, augment's a rare item. It says here on the screen. Hey, mbX. If it says on the screen rare item, it's not a blue item. It's not meant with a suffix only. It is a rare item, because it says here on the screen. Rare item. Good. So it's just like the term augment, I guess. Reforge is the color of a random socket on any item, turning it red. Replace a cold modifier with an equivalent fire modifier. This is actually pretty cool, because this will probably go in all kind of terms, right? From like physical, lightning, whatever. Change a stack of oils into another random stack of oils. I mean, you can gamble that. I mean, if you get a bunch of gold oils, it's like big profit. It's just, I mean, it's questionable. Can you like trade those life essence or life forces, or is it like strict, like just your garden and your items, or can you like do something with it? Who knows? Evolve your garden. As you build the ultimate garden, you'll discover exotic seeds with specific needs that must be met in order to grow. Various pipes, condensers, and disappears can help you fertilize your garden with any remaining life force. Growth at the cost of condenses life force, stores condenses life force, extracts life force from harvested seeds. So this is like the big tower that you have to place next to the seeds to actually harvest them. Then you have like some mid towers probably where you like these get connected with the lines or something. I mean, it's about learning by doing, you know? Like, I don't want to go like super depth what I think about how this should work. I mean, we probably just have to watch Siggy's video and we're gonna have like a more clear view of it. But, you know, after you test it, then you know exactly what's going on, hopefully. Unearth legendary foes. Oshawi speaks of the legend of the three primordial beasts, Ursi, Janar, and Namharim. For those able to cultivate these rare seeds, the immense monsters that emerge can yield Harvest's most valuable reward. So these are like the end game bosses, right? Alright, here we have Cyclone. This is Sweep. No, wait, this is not Sweep. This is Cleave? God, I don't even know these icons because I never play those skills. So that's like the purple one is like a beer with ice shot, so no fancy stuff over here. And here we have the last one, the blue one, looks like an asteroid beast to me with like some silencing stuff or something like that. Passive skill tree improvements. Nice, there's something new actually. The passive skill tree has received many improvements, including better support for some mechanics, for example, two-handed weapons or rage, with both numeric buffs and entirely new classes of passives. In addition, there are many new notable and keystone passives, which include both fan favorites from Timeless Jewels and even some entirely new ones. All right. Like this, as I said, this is new, but we're gonna see. I mean, it's always like, they give you some stuff and you're like, holy shit, I'm hyped, I want to see what is new. Give me the keystones. I have to make like my league starter, right? This cluster is new over here, right? This cluster is new. This cluster is not new, but this one is new. This one is new. This one is new over here. This one is new over here. There used to be just an attack speed cluster over here. But then you're like, holy shit, yes, I need to check out, you know? And then you're like, wait a second. There's probably about 14 days until I get patch notes to see what is actually happening, right? So, always the yikes here to just wait and wait longer. Okay, so Violent Slams. As a part of our two-handed weapon improvement, several melee skills have been recategorized as slams. We've introduced a new slam skill and support gems, so we're probably gonna get +2 level of socketed slam gems. Something like that. We've also revamped several existing slams with new visual effects, improved functionality, and greater power for two-handed weapon users. Fist of War support. An ancestor appears above your character to perform a slam in unison with your every few seconds. This causes slam to deal more damage in increased area. So this is like an empowered slam, it's like a ruthless Mirage Archer. Slammer, something like that. Tectonic Slam now only consumes 1 endurance charge for every third use, making it easier to maintain your endurance charges. You now gain more area of effect per endurance charge. This can be a nice situational, like flexible thing, because usually if you want to go Tech Slam, normally you just go Chieftain or Scion with like some, or Juggernaut, like anything that gives you like some kind of endurance charge generation, unless you get it from the items. So with this change, now only consumes 1 endurance charge for every third use. It's like every third empowered is only using up 1 endurance charge if you have one, something like that. So maybe we're gonna get something to play around with an endurance charge generation, where you can just use this on everything, like Tech Slam, Occultist, Bomber. Calling it out right now. And here we have like, these are new skills. It's like an empowered icon over here for like Earthquake. Looks pretty fantastic, actually. Like something new over here. So, next one. Deafening War Cries. We've added 4 new War Cry skills and reworked 3 existing ones. War Cries now scale based on the power of nearby enemies rather than the quantity. Many War Cries also exert your attacks, increasing their power for a number of attacks. God. I'll tell you why I don't really like this. Because a War Cry cannot be triggered with cast when image taking. That means a War Cry is an additional button press, you know? And I only have 2 fingers, right? It's like attack, movement skill, right? How should I use a War Cry in between, dude? It's like, I'm not a girl. Multitasking, button pressing. Holy shit, dude. I need to have something that will like automatic this system, right? Seismic Cry. This is a shockwave with taunts enemies and knocks them back. Who needs taunts, dude? Unless you're like champion or something. It also grants a buff that makes it easier to stun enemies. The buff also exerts next few attacks. These exerted attacks deal more damage in an area of effect than normal attacks, becoming progressively more powerful with each attack. It's nice. Not gonna press another button. Rallying Cry. That's not new. Release a shockwave with taunts enemies. It no longer regenerates mana, but now grants a percentage of your weapon damage to each of your allies based on the power of nearby enemies. It also causes your next few attacks to become exerted, granting a bonus to your damage based on the number of allies near you. You look like I have friends and I play in party that often? Nope. No rallying cry for me. And here we have... Wow. A cry. Beautiful. Great. Nice changes, dude. Wait, what is this? This icon here, it looks like brands on the top left side, but it's like, I think it has to do something like how many monsters you hit. Like there's 4 monsters, there's like 4 points, so I guess like a 4-stack cry. You're gonna cry them to death, PogChamp. Lethal brands. We've introduced 3 new brands, 1 brand support gem, and have revamped existing brands. We've made the brands a lot more versatile while also reviewing how their core mechanics work. Brand recall no longer reigns supreme, but it's a useful tool alongside many new options, alright? Penance brand. When placed on the ground, Penance brand will attach to nearby enemy and become active. Its energy builds up and spreads to an additional nearby enemy each time it activates, quickly divided and spreading between enemies when the brand is removed. The energy on each enemy is rapidly released in a series of explosions. That sounds good. That sounds like Stonebrand with an inbuilt impulsor. I mean, it jumps. I mean, looks good. Arcanist brand. When placed on the ground, Arcanist brand will attach to a nearby enemy and begin triggering linked spells in a sequence. Wait, triggering linked spells in a sequence? That sounds interesting. That sounds something I do like. Not because I have any idea how this thing works, but as I see here, you have these arcane brands, and the arcane brand will then do this stone brand, or the... what is it called? Wait, I forgot this one. The penance brand, and it jumps over and over and over. I mean, don't forget, the more support gems you link to it, the weaker everything gets, right? But I'm thinking about Access Drain Contagion instead of Spellslinger with Arcanist brand. I mean, all of these things, you know, where you can build like stuff, like spell casting loops and stuff, right? This is interesting. So this is going to be a very interesting what we can do with all of these things here. It seems like you can be some kind of... I mean, what is this? Like some Fireball brand? I don't know. It should be some... No, it's Fireball. So it's like Arcanist. Wait. Archmage, Arcanist, Fireball, Hierophant, Mana Stacking, Assassin. There we go. League starter confirmed. Massive unique item overhaul. We're introducing 12 new unique items and reworking over 50 existing ones. Storm Secret. Intelligence, lightning damage, chance to shock. Herald of Thunder also creates a storm when you shock an enemy. Herald of Thunder storms hit enemies with 33% increased frequency. Take 250 lightning damage when Herald Thunder hits an enemy. Take lightning damage. Cost for damage taking. Something like that. I mean, as long as you don't shock yourself. Doriani's Prototype. Deal no non-lightning damage. So it's like Avatar of Fire for for the chest, basically. Armor also applies to lightning damage taken from hits. Okay. Lightning resistance does not affect lightning damage taken. What? Nearby enemies have lightning resistance equal to yours. Wait. That's, you know what that sounds like to me? Your lightning resistance does nothing, right? You get lightning resistance, but it gets mitigated by your chest. Armor also, or at least by armor. So if you're stacking armor as much as you can, taking minus 70 lightning resistance means that the enemies will have minus 70 lightning resistance, which would be insane damage. So you kind of have to get like maximum like physical mitigation, so the lightning damage you're getting is getting determined by armor, basically. That's not bad. That's very interesting. So, Moonbender's Wing, trigger level 15 lightning warp on hit with this weapon. Hits with this weapon gain 94% physical damage as extra cold or lightning damage. Sounds like a nice leveling weapon. And Wake of Destruction, I don't even pick those up. I vendor those instantly. I don't even know what the base can. Drop shock ground while moving, lasts 2 seconds. I mean, shock ground is shocked on the enemy, right? Even for bosses, I think. Because if you're not immune to ailments, which bosses are not, you're shocking bosses with that, as long as you're moving. So I can see something like that on like some Cyclone, where you just like permanently move and you like drop shock rounds all the time. It's like insane. Delirium into the core game. Yeah, I was expecting that. Delirium and Cluster Jewels are being integrated into the core Path of Exile experience. Because Delirium stacks with other League mechanics to make them more difficult and rewarding, the chance of encountering it rises exponentially with the number of other League mechanics in the area. So I was expecting that. I mean, GG did put quite a lot of effort into the League. I said this in the start of the League, of the Delirium League already, that we are basically, that this is going to go core. Just there's so much work into the skill tree, the revamps, the cluster jewels, like 280 new notables or whatever. There's like so much work. It's not like something they are like not planning to get into the core. Like usually I think that GG listens to the community if something is not that great, that they're like skipping it and just bringing it back better in the future. But at this mechanic, I knew exactly that we're gonna get something like that in core. So new Vulcan renderer, I've seen that one. MP already posted a video about that. It's just like way better performance. Last week we released the beta of our new Vulcan renderer, which has greatly reduced stuttering and smoothed out the game performance. This renderer has made a massive improvement for many players, and we aim to fix issues other players have encountered before the release of Harvest. This new renderer comes alongside continued graphics technology improvements, such as a new bloom system that is used extensively in the Harvest League. Perfect, nice. Harvest supporter packs, we're also launching 2 sets of supporter packs alongside Harvest, the Malice and the Benevolence pack. With Male Violence Bane Violence. Why be violent to the Bane, dude? Whatever. There are 2 price points available for each features map, blah 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 blah. As always, Path of Exile Harvest will be launched on June 19 on PC and June 24 on Xbox and PlayStation. I would say buy supporter packs. I would say, actually, you know what? I'll just buy those now and make a video about them, like, in 2 days after you've seen that one, right? This looks like, when I saw this armor pack, I was like, this looks like Tyra, like, from Diablo, and it actually looks like him. So, I think, like, I'm going to just buy them now, record the video, just equip them on a character, maybe make a cool, MTX setup over here so you can see what these look like. in the game, because I personally think it is like super sad that you cannot like try out MTX, because you guys know I purchased like so many MTX already, and sometimes I think like this looks insanely good. I've seen the video, it should be perfect for my MTX setup, and then you buy it, you equip it, and then you see like, wait, it actually has a little bit different color that I was expecting. Now it doesn't fit my MTX setup, so points wasted. I have like, I don't want to lie, but I think like at least 30% of the MTX that I bought already, I never really used in total, just because I was expecting something else. So if there would be some tryout, you know, where you just like enter arena or something, and then you enter the arena and you have like all MTX, and you can like zoom in and then check out with your current MTX what you can mix up. And if you say like, hey, that looks actually awesome, then you go buy, and otherwise you're like, all right, I expected something else, so I just not gonna buy it. But yeah, overall, I'm gonna say, looking forward to this one. Like every other league, it looks weird. It looks weird in the start, right? We're gonna see what all of this is about. What crafting options do we have? What are all these bosses, the new uniques, the revamped things, the new keystones, and we're just gonna have to wait for the patch notes and more informations. Like GG usually always like posts on Twitter like every day, like 1 or 2 new news about the new league, like some previews. And once we're gonna get the cluster jewels, or at least the patch notes, then we can take a look at like start builds and so on. So guys, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and if you don't mind, hit that subscribe button. We are on like 98.5 thousand. It's like so close to 100,000. Like, I would really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.